Hey everybody, we are going to talk about the term congruent. This is going to be your new best friend in geometry. Congruent means to have equal measure, and this is its symbol right here. It looks like an equal sign with a squiggly line on top of it. Okay, that is our symbol for congruent. Okay, so this is the segment AC. All right, I could also refer to it as CA because I can name segments using either endpoint. All right, point B on this segment is the midpoint. A midpoint divides a segment into two equal parts. So what I have here is, since I'm telling you that B is the midpoint, then we know that right, whatever the measure of segment AB is has to equal the measure of segment BC. Okay, so for example, in this one, practicing, I'm going to tell you that B right here is our midpoint on segment AC. All right. If AB would happen to equal 7, all right, we want to know what would segment BC equal. That would be this part right here. All right. Well, remember that since we were told that B is the midpoint, okay, AB has to have the same measure as BC. So if this side is 7, BC is also going to be 7. Okay, now let's practice this with algebra. And what do I mean by algebra? All right, this is when we have an unknown variable. We usually go with x, whatever our variable of the day is. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to tell you that AB is 7, and then I'm just going to label this side as x. Okay, later on we'll get into more complicated ones, x minus 2, that, but right now we'll just call that x. Now, I've told you up front here that B is the midpoint. So that means, again, whatever the measure of this side is from A to B has to equal the measure from B to C. So if AB is 7, the value of x is also going to be 7. So that is all there is to using algebra and congruent segments. All right, 3 ways that we can show that segments are congruent. Okay, so down here, whoops, kind of ran off the screen, sorry. All right, we have segment AB, sorry, I'll give you a C right here as the point. All right, I can tell you up front that AB is congruent to AC, way number 1. Okay, it is given to you in the problem. It says AB is congruent to BC. AB is congruent to BC, therefore they have the same measure. I could tell you that you have a midpoint. If B is the midpoint, then whatever the measure is on this side has to equal the measure on this side. Okay, the third way, and we will use this a lot in our drawings, is to use what's called a hash mark. A hash mark simply looks like a little line, like a hash, like you would see a ruler on a ruler, and I can say, mark the drawing this way. Okay, and when I see those 1 hash marks, I know that this means that AB has the same measure as BC. All right, we'll be doing a lot more practice with that in class. Please go ahead and take the quick post quiz that goes with this, and I'll see you in class.